Greetings students. I hope your tier 1 exams were very good. This is the starting class for tier 2 unit A and the chapter name is rational numbers. This class is for class 7. The subject is mathematics. I am Sibasis Sandilya and I welcome you to today's class. So in today's topic rational numbers, the subtopics are expressing a rational number with required numerator or denominator, expressing rational numbers in standard form, representing rational number on a number line, solving rational numbers, finding the product of two rational numbers. Out of these 5 sub-points, we are going to discuss the first two, that is expressing rational number with the required numerator and denominator and expressing rational numbers in standard form in this class. From the number line part, we are going to discuss it in the subsequent class. So let's get started. So first of all, we have to understand what is rational number. In simple words, you have to understand that rational numbers are nothing but any number that can be represented as a ratio, and any number that can be represented as a ratio can be represented as a fraction. So basically any number that can be represented with a numerator and a denominator, that means as a ratio, can be termed as a rational number. So the number 2 can be represented as 2 by 1. So 2 by 1 is a rational number. In the same way, that means any integer can be represented in this way. For example, minus 7 can be represented as minus 7 by 1. 0 can be represented as 0 by 1. 100 can be represented as 100 by 1. So all these numbers can be classified as rational numbers. Let us take another example. 4 by 7, a simple fraction. Okay, 4 by 7 can be represented in the ratio form, that is 4:7. So 4 by 7 is also a rational number. Now let us get on to the modules. In module number 1, the question is write the numerator and denominator for each of the following rational numbers. This is simple. You have done this in the fraction part also. Look at the demo. In the demo, the question is minus 7 by minus 11. So the answer will be numerator equal to minus 7, denominator equal to minus 11. In the same pattern, take 3 minutes, pause the video for 3 minutes and do all the 4 problems given in the module 1. I am reading out the question if it is not coming clear in your screen. Module 1, question number A, minus 3 by 7. Question number B, minus 15 by minus 31. Question number C, 11 by minus 19. And question D, minus 73 by minus 100. Now moving on, module number 2, the question is write the following integers as rational numbers with denominator. Now all we have here are integers: minus 4, 13, minus 1, 197. All these are integers. Now you have to represent them as a rational number. That means you have to represent these with a denominator. Pause the video again for 2 minutes and try this out yourself. Now I am showing you the answers. So basically these are the answers to module 1 and module 2. Pause the video, check if your answers are correct or not. If you have done anything wrong, correct it. If you still have doubts, please contact me, I will help you out. Now let us move on. So a number that can be represented in the p by q form. P by q means as a fraction where q is not equal to 0. That means that where the denominator is not equal to 0 and p and q are both integers can be called a rational number. So basically any number that can be represented as a fraction with the denominator not equal to 0 is a rational number. P is the numerator and q is the denominator of the rational number p by q. Simple, these things you already know. A positive rational number is a rational number having numerator and denominator of the same sign. That means if the numerator and denominator both are positive, or if the numerator and the denominator are both negative, then it will be called a positive rational number. Now if only one of the numerator and denominator is negative, that means only the numerator is negative or only the denominator is negative, then that rational number will be called a negative rational number. So in module number 3 and 4 you have to identify the positive and negative rational number. This is very simple. Pause the video, go through the demo and try these problems yourself. All you have to do is find out which rational number is positive and which rational number is negative. Now I am showing you the answers. So these are the answers to module number 3 and 4. Pause the video if required and check if the answers are correct or not. If you have done anything wrong, correct it and ask me if you have any doubt. Now let us move on. So to change the sign of either the numerator or denominator of a rational number, they both can be multiplied by -1. When the numerator denominator of the given fraction is smaller than the numerator or denominator of the required fraction, then we multiply both of them by the required common factor. So basically what we will do, let us say on the top of the screen we have a fraction or a rational number minus a by b. Now if we want to change the sign of the numerator into a positive, that means we need to make minus a into a, then what we will have to do? We will have to multiply minus a with -1. But we have already learned how to find equivalent fraction in your last class, that means in the last year. So in the same way you have to do in rational numbers also. That means to find the equivalent rational number, if you are multiplying or dividing the numerator with a certain number, you have to multiply or divide the denominator with the same number. Now if we are multiplying minus a with -1, then we have to multiply b also with -1. So we have to multiply both the numerator and denominator by -1 and the required rational number will become a by -b. In the same way, if you want to change the numerator to minus twice a, that means you have to multiply the numerator by 2. In the same way you have to multiply the denominator also by 2. That brings us to rational number with the required numerator or denominator. If we want to change the numerator or denominator of a given rational number into a certain number, we have to multiply it or divide it with something. This concept will get clearer when we go to the problems. So here in module number 5, express each of the following with a positive denominator. So in module number 5 all the denominators are negative, we have to convert them into positive. So basically what we will do, look at the demo, we will multiply both the numerator and denominator by -1 and the signs of the numerator and denominator will get interchanged. Pause the video, try this yourself, I will show you the answers after this. In module number 6, express each of the following with a negative denominator. Now you have to change the denominator into negative. All the denominators are positive. You have to change that into negative. Please mind that question number C and question number D, there is a little bit of printing mistake. The C is overlapping with the fraction and D is coming after the fraction. So you know that question number D is minus 5 by 11 and question number C is minus 6 by 13. So don't make any mistakes or don't get confused there. All you have to do is change the sign of the denominator. To do that, you have to multiply the denominator with minus 1. Now if you are multiplying the denominator with minus 1, then you have to multiply the numerator also with minus 1. Pause the video, try it yourself. I am showing you the answers now. So these are the answers to module number 5 and 6. Pause the video, go through the answers, check if you have done everything wrong correctly. If anything is wrong, contact me, I will help you out. Now in module number 7, you have to express minus 3 by 5 as a rational number with the required numerator. Now you have to, for question number A, you have to change the numerator into 15. That means you have to find a equivalent fraction of minus 3 by 5 where the numerator is 15. So if you want to change minus 3 into 15, you have to multiply it with minus 5. Now if you are multiplying the numerator with minus 5, you have to multiply the denominator with minus 5 as well. Pause the video, go through the demo and try all the 4 problems by yourself. After that I am showing you the answers, don't worry. If you have any doubt, it will be get cleared while you are watching the answer part. Now moving on to module number 8. We have to express 5 by 9 with the required denominator. Now we have to change the denominator. For example, let me take question number B. We have to express 5 by 9 as a rational number where the denominator will be 99. So to make 9 into 99, we have to multiply 9 by 11. So now if you are multiplying 9 by 11, then you have to multiply the numerator, which is 5, also by 11. So 5 into 11 gives us 55, 9 into 11 gives us 99. So our required rational number will be 55 by 99. Again, pause the video, go through the demo, try these problems yourself. Now I am showing you the answers. So in module number 7, question number A and B, these are the answers. Check if you have done everything correctly, and if you had any doubts, I hope that these answers will clear out your doubts. But still, if you have any doubts, please contact me, I will help you out. Moving on. These are the answers to module number 7, C and D, and module number 8. Pause the video, go through the answers properly, check if you have done everything correctly. If you have done any mistake, please correct it. And if you have still doubts, please contact me, okay? I hope you should not have any doubt, because all these things are related to the fraction. The fractions that you have already calculated, you know what a numerator and denominator is, how to find equivalent fractions. These are all similar things, okay? Just the name has changed from fraction to rational number. All the things are very simple, but still I'm telling you, if you have any doubt, please contact me, okay? Moving on. Module number 9. Express 21 by minus 42 as a rational number with the required denominator. Now we have to change the denominator to minus 6, 6, 14, minus 14. So same thing that we have done in the earlier module. Just pause the video, go through the demo. If you have any doubt, please contact me, I will help you out. Okay, you have to just change the denominator. But The only difference with the previous modules is that in the previous modules what you did, you multiplied the numerator and denominator with a certain number. But here you have to change the denominator minus 42 into 6 minus 6, 14 minus 14. So 14, 6, these are smaller numbers. So what you will have to do, you will have to divide the denominator with a certain number. Now if you are dividing the denominator with a certain number, then you have to divide the numerator also with the same number. Pause the video for 10 minutes, try it yourself. But if you have any doubt, even after looking at the demo, if it is not clear, after looking at the answers, it will be surely be very clear. Okay, I am showing you the answers now. So these are the 4 answers of module number 9. Let us discuss question number B. The denominator of 21 by minus 42 is minus 42. The required denominator is 6. Now, if we divide minus 42 by 6, we get minus 7. That means, if we divide minus 42 by minus 7, we will get 6. So, considering the the rational number 21 by minus 42, we are dividing the numerator and denominator both by minus 7, which will make the denominator as 6 and the numerator as minus 3. So, the required rational number will be minus 3 by 6. In the same way, all the other problems are done. Please go through it. If you don't understand, again I am telling you, please contact me, okay? Moving on. Module number 10. Again the same thing, you have to express 24 by 72 as a rational number with the required numerator. Now you have to change the numerator. Again, here also you have to divide the numerator and denominator with a certain number, same as before, but here you have to concentrate on the numerator. In the previous module you were concentrating on the denominator. So pause the video for 10 minutes, try this yourself. If there is any doubt, I am already showing you the answers after this. Still, if you have any doubt, please contact me. So these are the answers A and B of the previous module. Pause the video, note down the answers. If you have any doubt, contact me. Moving on. These are the answers to question number C and D. Note down the answers. If you still have any doubt, please contact me. So, equivalent rational numbers. So basically, go through the book. Okay, basically I'm explaining in very simple words. The equivalent rational numbers are same as equivalent fractions. Just like we found equivalent fractions, we can find equivalent rational numbers. To find the equivalent fraction, what we did, we multiplied the numerator and denominator by the same number. In the same way, in rational number also, we are going to multiply or divide the numerator and the denominator with the same number. Simple as that. Moving on. Module number 11, express the rational number with required numerator or denominator. Pause the video and go through the demo. I am directly discussing the questions. Question number A, express minus 7 by 9 as a rational number having the numerator 77. So now you have to convert the numerator minus 7 into 77. We have to multiply it by minus 11. So minus 7 into minus 11 gives us 77. Again 9 into minus 11 gives us minus 99. So the required rational number will be 77 by minus 99. In the same way, question number C, number 1, express 24 by 120 as a rational number with denominator 10. Now if we have to convert 120 into 10, we have to divide 120 by 12. So we have to divide 24, that is the numerator, also by 12. So 24 divided by 12 gives us 2 and 120 divided by 12 gives us 10. So our new rational number, required rational number will be 2 by 10. In the same way, pause the video, go through the demo, try this yourself. These are very simple. You have to just find the equivalent fraction, okay, equivalent ratio and equivalent rational number and equivalent fractions are almost same thing. Try this yourself. I'm showing you the answers now. This is the answer to question number A. Pause the video if required and note down the answers. Moving on. These are the answers to question number B. Pause the video, note down the answers. These are the answers to question number C. Pause the video, note down the answers. And these are the answers to question number D. Pause the video, note down the answers. If you still have doubt, please contact me. Now, module number 12. Express each of the following rational numbers in the standard form. Now, what is the standard form? Standard form is the simplest form. That is, in the fractions you have done the simplest form. You do the LCM, cut out the common factors and find the simplest form of the fraction. In the same way, the standard form of a rational number is the same. You have to find the LCM and cut out the common factors, and the simplest terms will be the standard form. The steps are given in the demo. Divide the numerator and the denominator by their highest common factor. Simple. Make the denominator positive. Now, what you have to remember here, first of all, there should not be any common factor between the numerator and denominator, and second, the denominator must be positive. So, in module number 12, question number A, 7 by 3, there are no common factors. So, first step, we don't need to do anything. Second step, we have to make the denominator positive. That means multiply both the numerator and denominator by -1, and the answer will be -7 by 3. In question number B, the denominator is already positive. So, second step we don't need to do. We have to only do the first step, that is find the common factors of numerator and denominator and cancel it out, find out the simplest term. Pause the video for 6 minutes, try these questions yourself. Now I am showing you the answers. So these are the 3 answers. See, in question number A I have already told, multiply both the numerator and denominator by -1 and the answer will be -7 by 3. So in the same way, note down the answers to the other problems also. Check you have understood or not. If you have any doubt, please contact me, okay? So this brings us to the end of today's class. So in our next class, what we are going to discuss, we are going to draw mark rational numbers on a number line. So we have already done representation of integers, natural numbers, all these things on a number line. So representing rational numbers on a number line will be almost similar to representing fractions on a number line. So you have already done the representation of fractions on a number line. That will be very easy, okay, don't worry. In our next class we are going to discuss that. Another thing, please note, revise carefully all the problems several times so that you don't have any last moment problems or difficulty or doubts before the exam. Okay, start getting ready for the exam from the first day of the first class itself. Stay ready. With this, I conclude today's class. Thank you everyone. This is Sivashish Sandilya signing out. Bye bye.